Hey everybody, what's up? This is NCD here with another Medal of Honor commentary. Today I'm showing you just a great combat mission I played the other night where my teammates and I were able to take down Shahikot in about 7 minutes, which is a pretty good time in my opinion. This video is definitely not about me because my performance is only average at best in this, but I just wanted to show you just some of the tactics and strategies we used to take down Shahikot. I did feel like I played a really good game as a supporting member of my team, and I think the teamwork overall was really well done on our side. You can see here I'm just kind of popping smoke, and I'm looking on that right side. You can see that about half our team is moving to the right under the cargo nets, as I like to call them, while some of us are staying behind this rock. My role here is to support our team by providing fire support on the right side if they get flanked, and also to provide a forward spawn spot for our team so that nobody has to start back in the spawn back by the Chinook at the beginning. I was kind of waiting for a couple more guys to come up behind me before I rushed the Chinook, but you can see we actually had a few guys get aggressive and get up there right away. So I'm going to go ahead and run up here and take up my normal spot on the side of the Chinook. You can see I like to be on the left side here. And I watch this little opening, which I call the triangle opening or the triangle gate, or I don't know, I call it the triangle usually. And you can see that the Taliban spawn way back in the cave where the ammo boxes, and a lot of times they'll just run up and stick their head in that little triangle window there and try to get snipers in there, or try to throw grenades through there just to try to, or maybe even RPGs too, to try to get us off the Chinook. So a lot of times it's really effective to just sit on the left side of the Chinook there and camp that so that nobody can come through. And then the guys that were up on the right under the cargo nets were watching the right side, so we had a really good lockdown position there. On the second objective, which is the ammo dump down in the cave below, it's a really good strategy to have half your team go up in the cave here up in the top where I am, and then half your team go straight down the middle to try to get in the side entrance. In order to do that, you really need some fire support from up top, and so this is my assigned position here to try to get the Taliban off the right side there so we can move up the middle. You can see the Taliban are spawning back into the left, and then they run down the hill and through the little passageway there, and they'll come out that gate. So a lot of times you can catch them off guard just running through there. They don't expect you to be up there, so as you can see, I was able to take down quite a few of them, and that sniper was just sitting there waiting for me. He probably saw my muzzle flash, and so he was ready for me. We actually have the charges going on the ammo dump already. I told you this game is quick, and so I'm going to spawn here near the ammo dump. I'm not going to go ahead and risk my life by sticking my neck out there. I'm just going to throw smoke out that back door because the Taliban are going to spawn right back there, and they're going to pop their head up behind a rock and just try to get shots and RPGs and everything else through the ammo dump. And if they actually try to come and disarm, I can actually sit off to the side and just wait for them because they have to run past me to get to the charges. So it's better just to throw smoke out that back door and mess up their field of view and keep them from trying to run in. Smoke is also psychologically damaging, I've found, because it's really hard for you to just want to run through smoke when you know that the guy who threw the smoke is sitting there behind it waiting for you. So I think smoke is also just sometimes good to mess mentally with your enemies as well. So we're on the third stronghold assault here. We're going to the third objective. We're actually going to move up the right side here. This is pretty much the only strategy in my opinion because it's really tough to move up that left side because the Taliban spawn on the left and they have all those little nooks and crannies in the rocks that they can rain down death on you. I move immediately to the left as the rest of my team moves to the objective. There is pretty much always a Taliban, at least one or two, sitting back under this tarp, camping the objective just like I'm doing now. And when I play defense, I do the same thing. So it's really easy to know that somebody is most likely sitting there waiting for you. So if you're going to rush the objective with your team, you should at least have maybe like 2 guys split off to the left and clean out this tarp area. Then once you clean it out, you actually want to sit there and camp the objective as well and make it hard for them to come in and retake it. Now that smoke throw, you can see we were smoked pretty bad there for a second there. That was actually a teammate who threw that smoke, and that was a bad smoke placement. You actually want to throw the smoke out the gateway, out this doorway right here, and so that way it doesn't mess up your field of view, but it totally takes away their field of view, and that's the way to throw smoke. There was a really great blog on the official Medal of Honor blogs a few weeks ago, maybe even a couple months ago, where a guy was talking about the proper way to throw smoke, which is actually toward the face of your opponent, and I found that is completely right. When you're throwing smoke, you want to actually throw it directly at your opponent. You don't want to throw it at your own feet because then you mess up your field of view and he has all of his field of view and just has to wait for you to run out of the smoke. If you throw the smoke directly at your enemy, that it takes out more of his field of view and then it allows you to have a ton of field of view and gives you more options of which way to run. So you always want to throw your smoke directly at the enemy as far as you can away from you, and that's the best way to advance under smoke. Now this left side here, This is another kind of split strategy here. We send half the team up the left side, and you're going to want to clear off these guys. There's always somebody hiding in the rocks, either on the left or the right there. So a lot of times you'll need at least a couple guys to take through this, take down this pass. And then once you get up here, you can set up a spawn, and you're pretty much going to secure it for good, which is what we're doing right now. We're just kind of trying to clear out everybody that's on the left side here. And you can see that all of my teammates died, and so rather than running down that hill straight away, I'm going to stay up here and let a few more of us spawn before we run down there. It's really easy to run down that left side if you have a bunch of guys smoking. Now you can see they spawned off of me, so now they're going to all run down this side with me. A couple of them went to the objective, so I'm going to go ahead and just watch this left side. The Taliban spawn all the way in the back near the AA guns, and then they have the choice of running either straight down the middle on the top, or they can run low and to the right, which is how they come out of this cave right here. So I'm just keeping them from flanking us on the left by watching this, and you can see my teammate is posted up there too. So the charges are sounding right now, so I'm just sitting here waiting for somebody to run through, or just protecting the mortars from any flanking attacks. So, but to get down to this this area, a lot of times you're going to need like 3 to 4 guys to smoke to get down this hill, because the rocks to the right, up above there, it's really easy to camp the mortars from there. So mostly the Taliban are going to sit up there and watch the caves, and also watch the mortars from there. So once you get down in that position, it's pretty easy to take it, I think, from there. Now, when I'm moving towards the AA guns, I really hate to move through this position. I don't like moving low left because it's so insanely easy to know that you're coming through there. Of course, the Taliban are just sitting there watching the cave entrance, so they know you're coming. I usually like to move the top center and top right because there's a lot more options of cover. There's more rocks, and it's easy to keep the Taliban guessing of where you're going to approach from. Whereas down here, they know you're coming out of the cave entrance, so they're just going to sit there and do that. They're going to mortar strike you, they're going to send rocket strikes, and they're just going to camp that. So the only reason I actually went through there is because I was defending the mortars on the left, and so I decided to just go for it. Now here I have a mortar strike, and I am desperately I'm clicking furiously right now, trying to get that mortar strike to oh, that was a bad kill. Man, I really knifed him. That sucks. Anyway, I'm furiously clicking to try to get that mortar strike up in the rocks, because they're all just sitting up there firing down on us. And I don't know if this is something new with the patch or not, but I mean, I'm just clicking away right now, and nothing's happening. I can't get that mortar strike to come down on anything. And I don't know if that's just something with the game, or if I don't know, I just wasn't on any targets. I stuck it right on one guy there, and it didn't work. So I gave up, and you can see I hit the UAV just to get the points and also help my team. So we were able to take that in 7 minutes and 13 seconds, I believe. And like I said, my performance was pretty average. I think my KD was 7 and 8, so I wasn't even positive with my KD, but our teamwork was just amazing there. We had everybody kept to their assignments. Everybody used a lot of great voice comms to point out enemies and targets, and push the objective collectively, and I just think it was a great round. So I just thought that was a pretty good score. I'd love to hear if you guys have taken Shahikot any less than that. We had you can see that they dropped a few guys by the end, but it was even teams until the very end, so it's still a pretty good game. So anyway, I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and thanks for watching. See you later.